Hi everyone, thank you for joining me for today's video. My name is Lena. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I'm going to talk about Victoria Beckham's holiday makeup collection for 2025, another very late coverage for this pretty popular collection. So I purchased the set, the Coco makeup collection set a while ago, and I shared my swatches. I also shared comparison swatches with this Coco eyeshadow palette and Sisley Tender Toffee. So you probably know that I prefer the Sisley Quad over this one, but that doesn't mean that this Coco palette isn't great. It's pretty awesome, and the whole set is very well curated, great quality, and not everybody likes, typical holiday shades like gold, silver, red, but this is quite neutral, very grounded. This will go way beyond holidays. Basically, this is everyday kind of palette and good deals. And this set comes with Coco eyeshadow palette, which is the new shade, and two Kajal eyeliner. One is the existing, steady seller shade Coco. I used one up, so I was happy to add another one to my collection. And there is this beautiful new Kajal shade called Coco Pave, and that's actually my favorite thing from this collection. The color is just so gorgeous. The shimmer is quite festive. I think that's the holiday festive element that this collection has. And there is a Future Lash mascara included. Although I don't love the formula, I think the Coco shade is pretty great. So for someone who like neutral brown shade, this will be a perfect choice. And recently Victoria Beckham had a 20% off sale as well, so I purchased their famous, much buzzed about foundation drops, and it's a letdown a little bit. It has a lot of great things, but also some disappointing things. So I like to talk to you about the foundation in this video as well. So that's the video for today. I hope you enjoy. So if I have to rate all the holiday makeup collections that I purchased this year, it's really hard to rate. I don't think I can rate them all, but Chanel collection takes the cake in my book because it has a ton of fresh great colors that I love. I love a nuanced blue and purple shade. Love the eyeshadow quad, and also love the eyeshadow 9-pan palette as well. It's really fresh approach from Chanel especially, and I'm hoping to do 3 different looks with that eye palette in the future. And Dior collection is the most fun collection in my book. It's just really fun to think about the theme, and it's really whimsical, and the glitters in that crystal lipstick and the glow maximizer, they're just really fun to wear. So Dior gets the fun award, and Clé de Peau has to be the most beautiful collection. The artwork and the colors, everything is so beautiful, and the YSL collection has to be the most feminine, soft collection. I really adore that collection as well. But Victoria Beckham collection, I am a little bit underwhelmed. So not because I don't love neutral colors, I do. So this was my first time experiencing the reformulated Victoria Beckham eyeshadow quad, and everybody says so many good things about the new quads, so I guess I expected more. I am not saying this quad is bad or anything like that. This is a great eye palette. It performs very well, but I guess I wanted something amazing, or this palette was maybe paled by the amazing Sisley eye quad that I experienced. So I just had to compare these two, and definitely Sisley is a superior quad. And because I don't love the tubing mascara, the Future Lash mascara was never my favorite. I just don't like how it breaks down when I remove it, and tubing mascara kind of uncurls my lashes, so it never works for me. But the color is so gorgeous. I found a way to use this mascara, so I would start with my go-to waterproof mascara that's very lightweight, so I can add a very light coat after that, so that gives me a little bit nuance of a color and a little bit more volume. So I like using it that way, but I don't think I will repurchase a Victoria Beckham Future mascara. And the favorite part of this collection is the new shade of the Kajal eyeliner. As I mentioned, that Cocoa Pave color, it's so beautiful. I think I can use it as a one and done eyeshadow if I shear it out correctly, and this is definitely a shade that I would be repurchasing. So during the 20% off sale, I also purchased Victoria Beckham's foundation drops. I had so much expectation, maybe I expected too much, but it also let me down a little bit. I can see why so many people love this foundation, and I acknowledge there are some amazing things about this foundation, but it just didn't work out perfectly for me. I would use this up, but I would not repurchase this foundation. So let me talk about the good things first. So I like the shade match. So Victoria Beckham site has this shade finder kind of system, and I put in some of my favorite foundations like Dior and Givenchy, and then it suggested #1 fair light shade, and which is quite perfect. And it is indeed very hydrating, and my skin stays comfortable all day, and it does not accentuate any fine lines. And the best thing about this foundation is that, you know, like after a couple hours, you know, under eye, the fine lines kind of like starting to show. And with this foundation, my under eye area look really great all day long. And even if you put on some hydrating, moisturizing foundation around 4 p.m., like I feel quite tight around my U-zone. But then with this foundation, I don't feel dryness at all. It's truly hydrating, a nourishing kind of foundation. And for a lightweight serum foundation, it also gives quite great coverage. So those are the great things about this foundation. Now let me talk about not so great things about this foundation. The smell. I really dislike the smell of this foundation. So the first time when I tried this foundation, I was like, what is the smell? And then I would describe it, and I apologize for that, but it smells like dried up spit to me. And then when I mentioned it on Threads, and some people say dirty socks. So there is an unpleasant odor to this foundation, and I think it's due to some sort of like nourishing ingredients. It better be, otherwise it shouldn't smell so bad. And in that case, I think it's better to have some sort of masking fragrance to it. So the smell doesn't last too long, but every single time when I use this foundation, I kind of smell it. And the foundation brush that I use with it kind of smells like it, so I really don't like it. And it initially looks really pretty and dewy and natural and glowy, very pretty, but that pretty finish doesn't last. It's probably because it's quite emollient and nourishing, but because of that, it oxidizes more than I like it to be. I am not even oily. I am more like a normal to dry at this stage of my life. But this one actually oxidizes and looks kind of dull, and I have to powder myself multiple times throughout the day. So it wears out very gradually, but not necessarily prettily. That's how I would describe it. So the smell and then the longevity, that's two negative things about this foundation, but I would think that if you are extremely dry, or if you're really worried about fine lines and wrinkles, I think this foundation is still a great option for you. So that's my reviews on the Coco makeup collection and also Victoria Beckham foundation drop. And now I'd like to show you some swatches, and after that I'll do my look demonstration. I haven't done foundation in front of the camera for so long, so this is awkward. I feel shy, but since I'm talking about the foundation today, I thought I would show you everything. I know the hair clips are funny, but this is actually how I look when I do my base makeup. And I just ordered a Dyson Airwrap, so hopefully I won't have to do this much longer. So let's get into this. So I have the Victoria Beckham foundation drop. I have the shade 1 Fair Light. This is a very good shade match, but it oxidizes more than I like. So at the end of the day, it looks a little bit dull, but this is a very good match, and I think their color match system on the site is pretty good. And so let's just shake it really well. So it's a little bit runny, so I will just apply this, dot it on my face, and shear it out using a foundation brush. And it smells off-putting. I really dislike the smell. It doesn't last too long, but it bothers me. And this is Sephora foundation brush mini 56.5, and I'm going to shear this out using this brush. It's a nice little brush. I bought this during the Sephora sale. I really like this brush. Now this brush smells like this foundation. So this is how it looks after one coat, evenly spread it out using a foundation brush. And I think at this stage, it's pretty good, decent coverage. And I really like that a slightly glowy, serum-y foundation finish. And the foundation shade match is pretty good. I am not using any concealer today, so I'm going to apply a little bit more of the foundation in the center of my face where I need more coverage. But this time I'm going to use a soft sponge to apply the foundation. So this time I'm going to use probably half of the amount that I initially applied, just mainly in the center of my face. And this is how it looks after I added a little bit more foundation in the center of my face. So except for that weird smell, I really like how it looks at this point. It's very natural, it feels comfortable, and you know, it gives good coverage for a liquidy serum type of foundation. So nothing really to complain about, but I need to set this foundation really good, otherwise it's gonna oxidize quite horribly. It's not gonna look very good after a couple hours, so I am gonna do that and I'll be right back. I am back, so hopefully I look a little bit more presentable. I powdered my face, did my brows, and put on some earrings and put down my hair. So let's play with this eyeshadow quad. We have the Cocoa eyeshadow palette from Victoria Beckham, and I believe this is the base shade rather than a brightening or shimmer topper shade. So I'm going to apply this very gently all over my lids. Now I'm going to apply this gorgeous taupey brown metallic shade on my mobile lids. This will be my main shade today. It's quite pretty. Now I'm going to deepen my outer V using this deepest cacao brown shade. Now I'm going to use this terracotta matte brown shade. This will be my blending shade, and it will warm up the look a little bit. You probably won't see this on the other side of the camera, but it's been about 10 minutes since I started, you know, putting the other makeup after the foundation step, but the finish, the complexion finish, doesn't look as pretty as before. It already looks a little bit dull, so I feel like I need to powder it one more time. So just letting you know that because of the lighting and everything, it's not easy to see from the screen. So I think that's basically the eye look, very basic, but I'm gonna apply the Cocoa Pave eyeliner on my lower lash lines. That's my favorite part of this collection. This Cocoa Pave eyeliner is so beautiful, literally my favorite thing from the collection. So the silvery shimmer, it's still festive and noticeable, but still elegant and goes perfectly well with the deep cool brown base. And I love using this on the lower lash lines. I suppose you can sheer it out and use it as a eyeshadow as well. Now I'm gonna wear the Cocoa eyeliner on the upper lash lines and also use this Cocoa mascara. I'll be right back. I am back. So on my lashes, I started with my go-to waterproof mascara and added this Future Lash Mascara in Cocoa Shade. So it adds a little bit of like a dark brown tint to my eyes and also adds volume. So this is how I am going to wear this mascara, but I just cannot use this by itself because it's gonna uncurl my lashes. And now on my cheeks, I'm just gonna apply the lightest shade of Victoria Beckham bronzer. This is also a great choice of bronzer for fair to light skin. I want something light and natural on my lips today, so I'm gonna use Victoria Beckham Lip Definer number 3 and use one of her lip balms. And this is the Carnell shade. This looks quite deep in the tube, but this is a sheer color. We'll just add a little bit of color and lots of shine. And this is the finished makeup look. I hope you enjoy this demo and my review. Do let me know what you think about this collection if you have purchased it. So as you can see, I have a mixed feelings. So I'm not entirely in love with this collection, but if someone asked me what I think about this collection, I would still say this is a great collection, good products with solid results, and I would still recommend. But for some reason I am not overjoyed about this collection, but I would love to hear your thoughts and experience with this collection. Thank you so much for watching this video and hanging out with me. As always, I really appreciate it. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you can. I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye.